Welcome to Fran's Friends. I'd like to take this opportunity to wish everybody a very happy New Year's for 2026. It's hard to believe, but the older you get, the faster the years go by. Also, last year, today, is our anniversary of the first year of our crafting experience with the website. So that's really very exciting, and this throughout the next few months we will be celebrating our first year of crafting. So here's our little anniversary first year for Fran's Friends. Now, this year we'd like to really encourage new crafters to join in our creative process. Last year was amazing for us, with by the end of December having done over 106 detailed videos. So please check the videos out and let's see how more creative this year can become. So with the beginning of January, what would we like to do this year for the website, especially throughout the year for 2026? We spent a lot of emphasis on projects. We made bears, we made dolls, different toys, we did decor, pillows, all this type of thing. So what we'd like to do this year, we'll carry on with the same theme, but I want to get more technical, more into the skills and the techniques, and the whole series of recycling and upscaling and upcycling materials using bottles and cans and all this type of thing. As far as the videos are concerned, we'll carry on doing frequent videos. We're going to emphasize more into small shorts for techniques and skills. And that will be a continuous thing throughout the year for us. So resources, this is where I'm going to change quite a bit, because I'm going to put even more emphasis on research and resource, and on the use of multimedia, really going beyond the pale for looking for different types of things that you can use to incorporate into your projects. As an example, I walk the seawall where I live 3 days a week, and I stopped for coffee after. And there was two lovely ladies in the coffee shop serving, and both of them had the most incredible nails, sculptured nails with bling and glitter on them. And I kept thinking about what could I do, because I don't wear nail polish, but how can I use that technique and the style of those nails in my own projects? So I spoke with the two girls and asked them politely if I could take photos of their hands, which they agreed. So we'll see what we can come up with, but it's something a little bit different. But there's so much talent out there for people that do their own things. So that's kind of neat. So other examples are how people they use knives and forks and spoons from estate sales for appendages on animals and that type of thing. Or how can you use wools? And one of the things that I had mentioned in December was there's a lady who does knitting, and it's called Daily Knitting Ideas, and her work is absolutely incredible. I don't do much in the way of knitting, but some of her little projects I think I could probably tackle. Other things as well is working with wood and other metals. So we're going to see what we can come up with to incorporate the resources and research. For January, actually, I've been looking at, when I did my horse, Ruth the horse, I made latkins, and I went online and looked at the way that they made them. So I came up with a couple of more really advanced latkin tutorials, and one of them is called Zilla, Z-I-L-A Fashion, and Sanjay Tailors. And I did mention the daily knitting ideas, and also one called Ruma Jahit Anita. That's spelled RUMAHJAHITANITA. So there's an area, excuse me, that might be interesting because these are quite much more elaborate than the ones I had previously watched to put into the resources for January. Other things that I've done is, as an example for the projects that I've been working on, I started yesterday, and I had thought about making a project from last month's, this is my master class from Lisa Pay. This is the patterns I pay for once a month. And she had a snail. Well, my whole guest room is done in the nautical motif. And here's a little snail that I made for next to the bedside table. So I'm going to take the same snail, larger pattern, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the fabrics and tie in the textures of the fabrics and the colors into what else is in the room. So it's pulling things together and utilizing what you already have done to enhance the experience for room decor. So that is what I'm working on as one of my projects. The other thing that we're going to be doing is, last year we did the Advent calendar for keeping Christmas alive. So, and that I thought worked out really well. Very pleased, because by December I had 12 ornaments on a quilted mat, the Advent calendar, to show as my ornament for Christmas. Now this year what we're planning on doing is I'm going to take this, it's quite a large Christmas tablecloth, and I'm going to focus on doing a monthly project for table decor. So by December, my table setting will be set for Christmas. So that will be interesting because I'll utilize this fabric. That was a lovely cotton fabric that I've gotten. I've had this tablecloth probably for 25 years. So we'll see what types of projects we can come up with. But I'm thinking of a tree theme, a Christmas tree theme. So we'll see what that comes up with. So other things that we're going to do for this year, and I'll start in January, is ways that we can expand the connection for the website, how we can get out and get more followers by maybe a question and answer section where you send in a project that you'd like to do. I could do the research on it and then report back to you as to what I found out on the research on the resources, and how you can maybe, follow through with the production of your own creative experience. Other things that we've been thinking of is switching around little things on the website and trying to really open it up more to the public. So those are things that I'm really looking forward to. I want this year to be awesomely creative and productive, creative, and a wonderful experience. So please do join me. And again, Happy New Year to everyone. This one will be an interesting year to follow. So thanks for watching. Thanks for viewing Fran's Friends. Bye for now.